Introducing the PBR Team Series. 8 independently owned and operated professional teams located in 8 popular PBR cities.
And just like that, another professional sports team, which we'll call Austin, Texas home, is born. The Austin Gamblers are one of 8 franchises in the newly formed Professional Bull Riding Team Series, a unique concept which will marry a true Texas culture and the modern, thriving, diversified city that Austin is. The man who will create and launch it all is J.J. Gottsch. Deeply rooted to baseball, Gottsch spent nearly a quarter of a century as an executive with Ryan Sanders Baseball. You may have met him while attending a Round Rock Express game or at an event at Dell Diamond. What was it about PBR that you saw an opportunity in this Austin market?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, you hit it. I mean, it's an amazing run with the Ryan Sanders family, and that's really what they are, as their family. They've been so generous to me and my family over the last 23 and a half years. Gotten to do so many different things, from starting the Round Rock Express here back in 2000, actually moved here in 98 to help get an election passed, doing that again in Corpus Christi in 05, and then putting on Big League Weekend down in San Antonio from 2013 to 2018. And all the other crazy events that we put on at the ballparks, from soccer exhibitions to lucha libre wrestling to bull riding, monster trucks, concerts, all the different things we did. It was just an amazing time, and the support that they gave me, being able to work alongside, alongside some incredible fellow employees, just something I'll never forget. But to that point, it would really need to take something special for me to jump ship.
Gottsch has a tremendous business acumen. Having said that, the upside of the PBR Team Series concept left Gottsch curious and intrigued.
When I'd first heard about this opportunity, I didn't, at first glance, I was like, oh, that's neat and exciting. But then each conversation that I had, I got more and more excited. From my conversation with our owners, Abby and Egon Durbin, who are originally from Houston, got interested in this when they were kids, going and watching the rodeo. And then through Silver Lake, which is Egon's the co-CEO of, their investment in Endeavor and PBR, became even more interested in it. So conversations with them and them talking about not only what was happening with PBR and the team's concept, but what their vision was in building a team and a brand and a franchise here in Austin.
For the lead.
The opportunity to partner with PBR, one of the most exciting sports and entertainment products in the U.S. I think when you go to a PBR event and you see the most elite bulls, the most elite bull riders compete, it's just an amazing experience. I love to build, I love to create, and this was going to really give me an opportunity to do that. I'm going to get to learn right alongside a living legend, Michael Gaffney, who's our coach.
Gaffney, a legendary PBR bull rider who now calls Central Texas home, summed up why the Austin Gamblers will be a hit.
I think it's the only event in rodeo that can stand by itself. And why is that? It's dangerous.
There it is, your first qualified ride.
Then you combine it with maybe the most exciting 8 seconds that a human eye can watch. It's visually stimulating. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but what is it about that attracts you, that you can see or maybe convey a message to people to market it, so to speak?
It's really interesting, and I can say it to you in a way that you'll completely understand, and I think a lot of the folks in the sports media will. But when you watch a game, when you watch baseball and you're up in the stands, there's a view that you get, and there's sights and sounds and all those different things. But like when you go down to the field, and I remember when Josh Hamilton came and he rehabbed with the Express, and to watch that man take batting practice and the sound it made when the bat hit the ball, it was a different sound, right? It's completely different than anything I'd ever heard, and you can't get that from the stands. Whenever you and I would be on the sidelines of a football game, I remember being on the sidelines of the Big 12 championship between Texas and Nebraska when Ndamukong Suh was running down Colt McCoy and throwing him down, and you're just looking at these massive human beings and how fast they were. When you go sit on the sidelines of a Spurs game and watch these just incredibly tall guys, how graceful they are. Well, you go down and you get in the dirt and you're at the arena and you're next to the chutes and you see the size of these bulls and you see the aggression in their eyes and the noises they make, and as the ground, when they're pounding the ground, and then to be able to look at these riders and just the courage they have to be able to get on to try to not even just stay on for 8 seconds, but just to even get onto that bull. It's amazing, and there's a respect that I have for those guys that I don't know that I have for anybody else. And to your point, no, I've never ridden a bull, and I never will.
The Gamblers' debut in the ATX will occur in just 5 months inside of Austin's new state-of-the-art arena on the campus of the University of Texas.
And then obviously here locally for us, one of the big stories is the Moody Center, right? And so brand new state-of-the-art venue, and we're going to get to be the first sports event in that building.
It's amazing to me. I started going back to these events just a matter of a few weeks ago, and the show is over. We've bucked 40 bulls, and the crowd is still standing there, and they're wanting more.
Leading up to the home arena debut of the Gamblers on August 26th, you can follow the journey and eventually how to purchase tickets by following the Gamblers Twitter page @Austin_Gamblers.